The following has been paid for by the Penn's World Order. And all right, Pens lose 5-1 the final in Carolina. And is any of you surprised by this? Anyone? Raise of hands or towels if you are. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is Let's Go Pens fan reaction brought to you by the PWO. So I do a react of every Pens games this season, and I should have known. I should have known this was going to happen. This was the hardest of the three, and this is why you got 2 points on Wednesday. If any of you that watch that, all 9 of you, I know who you are. I know the analytics are. Wonder, well, why are you making such a big deal over them getting a point in New York? Tonight was why. If you're going to be a good team, you need to win the week. Win the weekend. Win the week. Whatever. You had 3 games this week. Uno, dos, tres. 3. And I expected 3 points out of this team. Because I knew that they were not going to hang with Carolina. They're not. You know, let me get Heath Ledger's Joker in this. Stop talking like you're an elite team. You're not. No matter how much you want to be. You're not. So, not getting both points in New York, which was the easiest, you come into tonight. And maybe, you catch this team on an off night. They put the rookie in. They put Peter Kochetkov in. They put him in. I don't know who his name is. I don't care. Sorry, Zachary Martin. But not even a minute in, and Carolina scores. Well, I think we all know where this is going. 2 more goals were scored by Roslovic. He gets 2. And it's 5-0, and it's a laugher. Blake Lizotte gets a goal. Gets a grimy goal while the goalie's freaking with his legs in the air. And through 2, the Pens were out shooting the Hurricanes 23-12. 23-12. I mean, usually in this situation, they're the ones getting doubled up on. But no, we shot, and we shot, and we shot, we shot, we shot. And guess who didn't score tonight? Guess who didn't score tonight? Sidney Crosby. He did not score. Guess who else didn't score? Richard Raquel. He didn't score. Guess who else didn't score? Evgeny Malkin. All right. So our bottom 9's going to need to pick things up. Blake Lizotte gets a goal. His first non-empty netter. Good on him. Anyone else? Anyone? What about you, Erik Karlsson? What about you, number 65? Let us have a talk about him. You know, the guy who missed all the preseason. The guy who, you know, you're paying a lot of money for. You know, the guy who was a Art Ross contender for a while. Yeah, you're not getting that Erik Karlsson. And you know, he was actually taken off the power play tonight. Because, I don't know, reasons. I guess he doesn't quarterback the power play. I mean, he should. He did in Ottawa. Did in San Jose for a while. And maybe, you know, this guy was good in San Jose because he faced a lot of below average Pacific teams. Maybe we're the ones who got sold the bill of goods. Maybe you could say, well, you're just overreacting to this. Because I knew we were going to get slaughtered by this team. Carolina's all the way up here. We're down here. We are not a good team. But we didn't even hang. Oh, well, there's a lot of travel involved. Don't care. This team doesn't have the luxury of excuses because this team ain't that good. And you know the sad part is we're mostly healthy. That's the sad part. We're mostly healthy. I just, you know, I'd want them to go 500 against the elite teams. Go 500. That's all I'd ask. 2-2 against Carolina. That's all I'd ask. But on a week where, guess what? You're going up I-95 the next 4 hours. Or maybe you just, head to the Charlotte airport and get out of there and head straight up to D.C. And then after that, you have Dallas at home. They're good at the hockey. And then you travel to Columbus, who they're having a pretty darn good season for everything that they've been through. And then you play San Jose and you get a breather. Or do you? At this rate, at this roller coaster, does this team win their next 5 games? Seriously, do we win our next 5 games? Well, aren't you being a little... Okay, all right. We lost to the Islanders, lost to Carolina. We knew that was coming. Caps tomorrow night. That's going to be fun. And then again, Dallas at home, at Columbus, San Jose. I know this team was a roller coaster, and I love roller coasters. But this was a bad performance. I knew this team was going to do bad against them. It's just this was so much worse. This team just gets beat by everybody. They're so slow. They have old legs out there. They're not committed to the farm system, at least not for forwards. Well, what do you mean we have Drew O'Connor out there? Yeah, congratulate. And Valtteri Puustinen. Yeah, congratulations. They've worked. You still have Matt Nieto. You still have Noel Acciari. I know he's a great Swiss Army knife player, but you still have him. You still have Erik Karlsson. And we still don't have a solid goaltender. And Jarry, who's just gone 4-0 in Wilkes-Barre, done pretty darn good. Do we bring him back up for Dallas? And who do we send down? Joel? Probably. Or Alex? Or Nell? Or you keep all 3. Screw it. Sully, screw it. Keep all 3. Keep the goalie carousel going. And by the way, Sully better start updating his resume. I don't know if the rate this is going, I don't know if they make it to Christmas. But I don't know if Dubas is gonna do it. I don't think he will. And if we fire the coach, who are we gonna get? Promote from within, sure. But is that the fix that's really gonna happen? This team needs an engine flush. But yet we're still just going to drive this car like everything's okay. And that car is spitting and sputtering all the way up to D.C. So have fun. Have fun at Capital One Arena. By the way, all the Ovi stands, he thinks he's going to get the record this year. So have fun. On to D.C. We'll do this again tomorrow night. Go Pens.